sure her car is clean. And I see a lot of people, especially when I'm doing that. I feel like their excuse is gonna be, you know, I don't know why you're doing that because it's just gonna get dirty again. Well, yeah, that's true. It definitely can, but at the same time, does your room get dirty? If it does, what do you do after that? You clean it up. Does your house get dirty? What do you do after your house gets dirty? You clean it up. If you don't look at this. You don't look at your house or your room and you're like, oh, it's just gonna get dirty again, so I'm just gonna leave it to be dirty. You're like, no, I gotta clean this up. Even though it's gonna get dirty again, I gotta clean this up. But some people feel like because it's their house, they're obligated to do that instead of stepping outside in their community and doing the same thing, cleaning it up, caring about the people in the neighborhood, um, seeing what they can do to help things become better for the situation that has to do with everybody around them. Because like I said before, a lot of people don't know how to handle situations. They're only going off of what they think should be handled in that situation. You know, some people see things in their past, and it could be the wrong way of handling things. They could be told to handle it the wrong way. And because of that, they handle situations in a different type of way as what it's supposed to be. So the one thing that we have to do as people, if we're going to want our communities to become better, is step in and say, hey man, that might not be the way, or I'll show you the way, and this is what you should be doing. Helping hand helps a lot. Knowledge is power. And a lot of things that we're seeing is not correct. Another thing that I find funny is the transition of drugs in our community. We talked about how poor we were and we wanted to get out of the situation that we were in, and people started selling drugs. And then people started endorsing selling drugs by putting it into music. And as that became along, you know, let me back it up. Well, people were like, man, drug dealers are bad. You don't want to sell drugs. Drug dealers are bad. And it started to get more people to want to sell drugs. And as people were selling drugs, they're like, man, druggies are bad. People that use drugs are terrible. Don't use drugs. But then it started to become that people are endorsing doing drugs now. And it's like one man's trash is another man's treasure. So every time something was trash, somebody else picked it up and made it into something gold. And now it's to the point where doing drugs is not even bad anymore. In the music industry, a lot of people talk about doing different type of drugs. A lot of things are being endorsed. A lot of things are being talked about as what you should do. Divorces and cheating are becoming the norm now. I look on Facebook and people are like, I'm having a problem, man. What should I do? You should leave. They don't appreciate you. You should find somebody that appreciates you in the way you need to be appreciated. Well, the thing is that we don't know the story. What if what if he got caught cheating? Oh well, that's the case. Then going to find somebody that appreciates your cheating is not something that you want somebody to be endorsing. But because of the fact that leaving someone is easy, it's easily said. Because that people want to be treated in a certain type of way, the first thing that we think of is they should leave and find somebody else. But if they are the problem, I don't think they should leave. They should fix themselves to not be a problem to the next person. Because, like I say, if you keep ignoring a problem, it will become a problem to somebody else, and it will turn back to you. Eventually, you have to learn that you have a problem and you got to be able to fix it. That's the only way that you're going to become a better person. A lot of things, cheating, uh, breaking up, and I've even seen mental abuse be endorsed. And I was like, hold up. Learning about the silent treatment and, controlling, um, controlling tactics are being endorsed out here on Facebook, on Twitter. They're being memed and people are sharing these things saying, "Yep, that's correct." Arguing and yelling and fighting and dissing each other. Those are things that are being endorsed. We are leaving the next generation with our problems, the things that we don't want to fix about ourselves that we feel that anybody should be able to accept. Those are things that are being left for the kids to see, experience, and deciding if they want to actually put that in their relationship. So that stuff is being imprinted on kids as far as how to handle a situation. Even I've done stuff that I felt like people imprinted on me. I accepted it and said that's the way that I want to do it. And once I found out it was the wrong way, um, I wanted to change it. But I feel bad because of the people that I actually hurt along the way, not understanding what I was doing. But we gotta accept um, not only the wrongs that we're doing, but we gotta accept that we have to be able to step outside of our box to help others or to clean up places that need to be cleaned up, even if it's within ourselves. And the one thing like I said, I started by picking up trash in places that I feel like would be more, that would look better to our communities by having those clean. Bus stops, um, grocery stores, corner stores, anywhere that people go, and anywhere that I go, and I sit there. Even, I don't sit at a store, but I get a bag and I ask them for another bag, and on my way back to where I'm going, I'll pick up trash that's on the streets or in the grass, just to give it a cleaner look in the environment. So yeah, I'm trying to help out as much as I can, you know, um, even with problems that are not mine. And you can't lead a horse. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But you can try your best to get that horse to accept that water, even probably if you gotta throw the horse up in the water. But I mean, that's my opinion. I may be wrong, but that's how I'm seeing it at the appointed time. Well, I don't want to get into much babbling and get you guys bored, so I'm gonna let you go. Just to give you an update, this is gonna be my last show for about a week or two. I'm gonna get things updated and get some more equipment going. So I'm gonna give it a rest for about a week or two to get my mind back set off of new subjects and get some new stuff going as far as equipment. So um, if you definitely keep looking out for it because the show is gonna be coming back really quickly and starting up, and I think I'm gonna have a co-host coming on here as well. Most likely, I'm gonna have a co-host as far as the show goes, starting when I come back. So definitely look out for that. It's gonna be an update as far as the show goes. So. Um, That'll probably be the end of it, and I hope that you guys have a good weekend, a good week coming up, a good night as far as tonight, and holler at me because I'm definitely gonna holler at y'all.